So our first question, Ottawa Declaration is associated with Arctic Council. So the Arctic Council is the leading intergovernmental forum promoting cooperation, coordination and interaction among the Arctic indigenous communities and other Arctic inhabitants on common Arctic issues, in particular on issues of sustainable development and environmental protection in the Arctic. This article contains back, backgrounder on the Arctic Council and its work. The Arctic Council is the leading intergovernmental forum promoting cooperation, coordination, and interaction among the Arctic states, Arctic indigenous communities, and other Arctic inhabitants on common Arctic issues, in particular on issues of sustainable development and environmental protection in the Arctic. The Ottawa Declaration lists the following countries as members of the Arctic Council: Canada, the Kingdom of Denmark, and Finland, Iceland, Norway, Russia, Federation Sweden, and US. Consider the following statements about the blue flag certification. Blue flag certification. So it is a clear certificate by the it is a certification by the Foundation for Environmental Education that a beach marina or sustainable boating tourism operator meets its stringent standards. So blue flag certification it is a certification of the by the Foundation of the Environmental Education FEE. That a beach marina or sustainable marine and maintenance or sustainable boating tourism operator meets in its stringent standards. And second, Chandrabhaga Beach, Odisha is the first in Asia to get the blue flag certification. So both are correct. It is very important. Chandrabhaga Beach, Odisha. The blue flags is a certification certification by the Foundation for Environmental Education FEE that a beach, marine or sustainable boating tourism but meets its stringent standards. EFEE blue flag certification criteria includes standards of water quality, safety, environmental education and information. There are provisions of services and general environmental management criteria. The blue flag is sought for beach mariners and sustainable boating tourism operators as an indicator of their high level and environmental and quality standard. The Chandrabhaga beach on the Konark coast of Odisha will be the first in the Asia to get the blue flag certificate. The tag given to environmental friendly and clean beaches equipped with amenities of international standards for tourists. So consider the following statements about Dutch disease. So Dutch disease it refers to the negative consequence of arising from large increase in the vulnerable of the country's currency. So mainly Dutch disease is mainly the negative consequence arising the large increases in the value of the country's currency. So the origin of the second is the origin of the term can be traced to the Dutch economic crisis in of the 1960s, following the discovery of North Sea natural gas. So it is mainly traced to the Dutch economic crisis in the 1960s, following the discovery of North Sea natural gas. So it is correct. So here the negative consequence of arising of the large increase of the value of currency it is primarily associated with the natural resource discovery, but can result from the large influx of foreign currency into a country. Influx including foreign direct investment, foreign aid, a substantial increase in natural resource price. An economic phenomena Dutch in disease has two main effects: a decrease in the price competitiveness of exports and affects a country's manufactured goods, and in an increase in the quality of imports. Both result from the high local currency. In the long run, these factors can contribute to the high unemployment because manufacturing jobs are moved to lower cost countries. The result that the non-resource industries suffer because of the increased wealth generated by the resource-based industries. The term Dutch economies, the Dutch was coined by the Economist magazine in 1977. The magazine was analyzing a crisis that occurred in the Netherlands following discoveries of vast natural gas deposits in the Northern Sea in 1959. The newfound oil and massive exports of oil caused the value of the Dutch guilder to rise. Supply marketing making exports of all non-oil products less competitive of the world market. Unemployment rose from 1.1% to 5.1%, and capital investment in the country is dropped. Dutch disease became widely used in economics to describe the paradoxical situation where seemingly good news such as the discovery of large oil reserve has a negative impact on the country's broader economy. So consider the following which of the following statements about fragile five. Fragile five, it is which is correct mainly. So it is a term coined to represent emerging market economies that have become too dependent on unreliable foreign investment to finance their growth ambitions. And so it is correct. The term coined to represent emerging market economies that have become too dependent on unreliable foreign investment to finance their growth ambitions. So it is correct. And fragile five refers to BRICS countries. It's not correct. So it is mainly India, Brazil, South Africa, and Indonesia and Turkey. Fragile five: India, Brazil, South Africa, and Indonesia and Turkey. So it is a term coined to represent emerging market economies that have become too dependent on unreliable foreign investment to finance their growth ambitions. As capital flows out the emerging market to developed markets, many of their currencies experience significant weakness and made it difficult to finance current account deficit. The lack of new investment also made it possible to finance many powerful growth projects, which contributed to a slowdown in their respective economies. This created a potential issue for certain vulnerable economies. Next, last question, I think. Yeah. Consider the following statements about general data protection regulation. So consider the following statements about the general data protection regulation. So general data protection regulation mainly यहाँ पर जो first जो है नहीं होगा correct. It is designed by International Telecommunication Union, not correct, but it is European Union General Data Protection Regulation has been designated to protect the personal data of EU residents. तो यहाँ पर देखिए International Telecom Union, it's not correct. The general data protection regulation has been designed by the European Union General Data Protection Regulation, and second is it has been designed to protect the personal data of EU residents. It has been designed to protect the personal data of EU residents. So only two is the correct. So thank you.